This is the perfect training tool for your dog. I've used other collars and different systems in the past, and this one is much easier to use, and it has a lot more options as well. This is completely waterproof. It can even go in the water. I love that it has an extra large LCD screen. It's extremely easy to change your settings using this remote. There are several different training modes, including sound, shock, and vibration, or a combination of all three. This is appropriate for dogs of all sizes, from 8 pounds all the way up to 125 pounds. Not only is this remote really nice and easy to use, but the collar is comfortable and completely adjustable to all sizes. The collar is nice and durable. It charges with a magnetic charger on the back, and the front of it is small and compact. The battery life is really great. This lasts almost 2 months between charges. You do need to charge the remote separately. Let me show you how I like to set this up and use it. This kit comes with everything you're going to need to get started. It has a really nice collar, which is made out of a nylon mesh. You can see that it's sized nicely to accommodate dogs all the way from 8 pounds up to 125 pounds, and you can easily make this adjustment. It has a quick release clasp as well that's also waterproof. On the back, you'll see the magnetic charger and the shock components. They do have plastic covers if you're not going to be using the shock feature, which I think is nice. I've actually owned other collar systems that didn't have that piece. Here it is with the charging cable. This comes included, and I like how both charging components are connected to one outlet, so you can actually charge both the remote and the collar at the same time. It comes with a really easy to follow manual, and I like that it comes with a special accessory piece to test the shock component. You just place it over the probes to make sure everything's working, and they do give you different sized probes depending on the size of your dog, and these each have separate caps that come with it. Here you can see that the remote itself is really simple to follow. There's actually an antenna at the top that pulls out if you want to use that for longer range, but it's very user friendly. It doesn't require an app, and it pairs seamlessly with the collar. You just turn on the collar and the remote at the same time and pair them, and then you can choose which training mode you'd like to use. There's sound, vibration, and shock. I like to test them in advance, and you can just push the plus and the minus buttons to adjust the intensity. Always start with the lowest number first when you're first using this with your pet. I also like to start with just the sound feature to begin with, and then you can add in other components if need be. One thing I really like about this system is that the shock feature actually comes with that transparent plate where you can place it over the shocking components and test if it's working effectively. I also like how user-friendly this is. I've had other systems that were really complicated, and this one has a button on the side that you can just push to lock your settings in place so you don't accidentally push a button. And when you first turn on the remote, you'll find this screen. Just turn on your dog collar so both of the items compare together. It only takes a moment, and it's really simple. I really love how you can also turn this between night mode and day mode by pushing the button at the top so you can customize your experience. It really works great. I like how this vibration works. Here's an example of what it looks like on level 7. And here I have a brand new puppy. You obviously wouldn't use a system like this on a very small dog, but I'm getting him used to wearing the collar, and the collar is completely adjustable for all size dogs. If you happen to have a smaller dog like mine, you simply need to cut off the excess and burn the ends so it doesn't unravel. It's great to get him used to this before we actually start using the sound component. I'm really excited to start using this with our puppy for training. It's a great way to incorporate positive reinforcement. I like how you can use both sound, vibration, or shock if you want to. It's completely waterproof and submersible in the water, so you can even use this outdoors in a lake area. Definitely check this out. It's easy to charge. It's also long lasting. It lasts for several days before charging. I really love this setup, and it's easy to use.